Welcome back. Today we're going to go over how to use Meteorite's router to create new pages. So you can make like links and stuff, and they'll actually go to real URLs. So the way we do that is, first let's go stop our Meteor server, and then if you go and look at the atmosphere repository or smart packages, then you start typing in router and you'll see it up there at the top. This is by Tom Coleman. He's the same guy that runs Meteorite and built or helped work on I think telescope and all kinds of stuff. He's really good at Meteor. And anyway, this seems to be one of the most popular ways to do this. So if you go look it up, you can find the GitHub page. And I'm not going to go through like every single thing you can possibly do right now. We'll go over it more in depth in another tutorial. But the important thing is, if you do meteor.router.add and then open it up with parentheses and a curly brace, then you can just add in things like this. And what this does is this says, this is the route, the path that I want. And this right here is the template name. So, and if you don't want to use a template, then you can actually like specify function instead. But we're just going to use templates for now, for simplicity's sake. Another important thing is at the very bottom of this, it shows you, it says, if you want Internet 8 support, all you have to do is add the HTML5 history API. And it sucks that this is at the very bottom of this document, because I've gone through this and added a bunch of routes and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what else is down through here. And I'm like, oh, cool, stuff for uploading files and stuff, blah blah blah. And then I get down to the bottom, I'm like, oh, so this doesn't support Internet 8 out of the box. And all I had to do to support it was add this. So first we're going to do that. And say Meteorite add HTML5 history API. And that moment thing was from another tutorial, so we can get rid of it with Meteorite remove moment. Okay, now let's clear that and just run Meteorite. Alright, so now if we go back over to our code that we had from previous tutorials, the way to render this, if we go over back to his documentation on it, scroll up, we just do render page, and we just copy that. Now we can get rid of these explicit calls to those templates and just put render page in there. And now over here we can say meteor.router with a capital R, add, open up your parentheses and curly braces, and now we can add some routes in here. So we'll add a path called let me get rid of that. We'll add a path called add, and that'll be used to go to the add item page, basically. Add item. So this is the name of the template. And then we'll add another one, and we'll call it list. And list items. And now, when we go over to our project, now the home page is blank. And if we go over to add, wait a minute. add router? No, I didn't. I just added the stupid API. Okay, so let's shut down our server and then Meteor add router, and then I'll get Tom Coleman's router. Okay, now we can run Meteor, and we'll go back to our home page so you can see that it's blank because there's nothing mapped to the root directory, to the root file. But if we go to add, now we get our little add form, our little add item form right there. And then if we go to list, I don't have any items in there yet, so let's go back over to add real quick and just test to make sure it's working. Okay, so I've added all of those. Now if I go over to list, I can see them all. So that's how basic routing works. Now, why that's cool is you can actually make like navigation stuff now. So now, if we go over to our home page, you'll notice that this isn't part of the routes that are being rendered, the templates that are being rendered. So what you can do is you can make like an entire layout, your entire design in the body here, and then like for your content area, just put the render page a variable or function right there. And now if we click on add, it takes us to our add form. If we click on list, it lists all the items that we added. So again, you just install this HTML5 history API, Meteor add, and then you do a Meteor add router, and you have to do the history API first before you can add the router. If you accidentally add the router first and write a couple of these, then just do Meteor remove router and then add the history API and then add it again, add the router again. So Meteor add history API, Meteor add router, and then put that render page thing in your body tag, and then meteor.router.add and all of your paths. And that's about it for really basic routing. Whenever we come back, we'll go into a little bit, or not when we come back, but later on we'll do some more tutorials. It's pretty late, I'm sorry.